This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know. Yeah. Whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' head stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. Cool love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. Coming in hot. Oh, this looks juicy. There's a lot going on here.
I'm seeing stars.
Hit Nico Cotto.
My nipples.
Looks like Hess Hornaday.
I'm fucking proud of myself.
You might want to get your thyroid checked.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
You switch the samples.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Ooh, welcome everyone to episode 22 hundo and 96 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all
fucking
beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Gotta fix the hair. My goodness, that... God, I got it all wet today in the cold plunge, and it's all like... I washed it yesterday, too, and now it's all like dried out from the peroxide. It's a fucking hot mess. But I feel good. I am fresh off some heavy club work and mace work outside. It's hot as a bitch's tit out there. It's fucking hot. It's fucking hot outside today. Jeez, let's get some gorillas. I am like sweating. I'm lit. I feel good. I'm feeling right, feeling tight. I hope you had a great workout today. If not, fucking get it done. It's Friday. It's fucking Friday. After all, welcome everyone to the show. Now you can hit the like button, subscribe, share the live stream. Fam-wise, we have an amazing overtime segment going down also. Hadouken! Overtime. Right after today's show, we will be live. We're streaming live right now in the Daily Swole Telegram chat, but it's also streaming inside Swole TV. So at the end of today's episode, we're cutting off and we're going OT. And we're going to get into some deep shit. So be there. You can still have time. You still have time to join. If you join the fam right now, you can get access to the private group and get in there before the overtime segment starts streaming. So make sure that you check out the links down below. SwoleNormasex.com. Fucking super stoked to have you all here. Overtime is always a lot of fun. And when you join, you get access to all the previous overtime segments as well. So get ready for that. So when you start hearing about it at the end of today's episode, you're like, well, that's what we're doing. Let's say hi to the Rufus. Let's say hi to the Tainty Boy. How we doing? What is up, sexy man? There's a sexy man. He's sleeping. And of course, we have a delicious nut to bust. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it. Beaches, here we go. Falcon. Nice. Let's fucking go, beaches. A beautiful Tessie and a beautiful card. It's a beaut. It's a beaut. Hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's Swole card. It is fucking Friday after all. Oh, God. I can't wait. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right on into it. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. I love when it says it's cold outside. I mean, it is. You'll say whatever it takes to get in there. But it's definitely not cold outside. It's actually hot as fuck. So, fam, let's get into it. All right, first post today, let's get right into it. We got one from Drake, and Drake writes, "Hey, everyone. I'm new to the group. I found this all through TikTok. So I guess a summary about me. I've always been the fat guy my whole life. At my biggest, when I was 19, I was 250 pounds, and I'm only 5'7". I decided to finally get my shit together, and I lost 85 pounds through keto and boot camp in the Marine Corps. It's been a few years now, and after I lost the weight, I struggled to maintain it. After blood work, it turned out I have a thyroid issue. After hearing that I used it as an excuse, and with the help of some bad doctors and medication that makes you gain weight, I spiraled, and I'm the biggest I've been in years, probably around 230 pounds again. I don't know for sure because I'm too afraid to step on a scale. I hate how I look and feel and can't stand to look in a mirror or see my pictures. So my main goal for now is losing the weight. I recently started keto again because that's how I lost all the weight initially and it works best for my body. I would like to get back into lifting again once I drop some weight. Oh, I got some comments on this. I haven't seriously lifted since 2016. Long story short, those are my current goals. I'm glad to be here. Open to any advice or motivation y'all have to offer. Thanks. Drake, do I ever have some fucking advice for you? One, start lifting today. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard, is to wait, W-A-I-T, until you lose the weight to start lifting. Be easy on him, Papa. He's new. I don't give a shit. Drake's here because I'm not easy on anyone. So good for you. Welcome to the fam, Drake. And Drake is here to get his ass kicked and to fucking get it going. He's been in the Marine Corps. He was in boot camp. He can handle it. All right. Drake can fucking handle it. So yeah, you need to start lifting now. So start lifting. Now that you're part of the fam, you can start the 90-day dash. Start lifting. Do not procrastinate lifting weights. That's going to help you metabolize body fat. Not only that, let's get you eating some real food. I don't give a shit about keto. I think that's nonsense. Even though it can help you, I think it's more important that the nutritional density is there. So, Drake, here's your homework. You need to break down a little bit more of what you're eating inside the group. So follow up with that, because you can do keto horrifically wrong. And understand that the first time you didn't maintain the weight off. So you said it worked, but you kind of went right back. So did it really work? It's more important to be getting in nutrient-dense foods like organ meats, grass-fed beef. You could be eating fruit. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to do full keto. That's not really something long-term that's really healthy or ideal. So I would make sure that you are looking into the elimination diet, making sure you're getting your electrolytes in, make sure you're getting real nutrient-dense food, and fucking start smashing some steel, baby. You got this, bro. You got this. Now, I'm just pulling apart a couple things. You said you're going to do keto again because that's how you lost the weight initially. Well, you gained it back. So again, you're back where you started. So stop acting like what you did worked the first time. Otherwise, you would still have the weight off. Understand? If it worked, you would still have the weight off. So we got to set those good habits, get you on those 7 pillars, and let's not do any fad diets. Let's customize and individualize nutrition for you. So jump on in that elimination diet. I think you are going to absolutely crush. I know you're going to crush it. If you've done it before, great, but now let's do it better than you did the first time. That way you're not in this fucking situation again. Let's fucking go. Let's get a little America for Drake too. Everyone go and comment on that post from the Facebook group, right? Can you all follow up on that in case Drake didn't hear the podcast today? Make sure you follow up with Drake and tell him to listen to this episode. That's all tough love. We love you, Drake. We're glad you're here. Now go to the fucking gym. All right. Post here from Joanne. All right. Slept the extra hour today, so limited time to get my mobility done. I only got 1 set of each exercise, but that's better than no sets. I agree. Got my brain gains in. It's time to get dinner on and ready for work. I'm sore and starving this morning after yesterday's workout. Looking forward to my favorite meal of the day, but still haven't decided on what to have. Get yourself some meat. Get yourself some eggs. Whatever works for you. Thank you for the play-by-play, Joanne. Thank you for the daily update. We love it. Post here from Nancy. Here we go. Good morning, fam. Hope everyone has a great day, and from us to you as well. I'm hitting a plateau with my knee rehab, so I think when I get back from vacation, I'm going to remove one exercise that isn't working anymore and add sled pulls. Buying plates off Facebook Marketplace tonight, and the sled arrives next week. Vacation is an active one, going to Acadia National Park, so lots of hiking. The rest from work and the schedule will give me time to rethink my workouts. Have a great day, fam, and go to the fucking gym.
And that's the way, I like it. We'll see you on the Sunshine Band.
Nancy, I could not recommend more the ankle, knee, and the hip mobility masterclasses in the masterclass section, and reverse sled pulls will change the game for you. It's going to put your knee recovery into hyperdrive. Reverse sled pulls are the fucking tits. They are the tits. You want strong knees? You should be doing reverse sled pulls several times a week. When I say several times a week, 3, 4, 5 plus. Even just very light on a daily basis, you could do it too, but just build up slowly. It's fantastic. We got a post here from Nick, probably wearing the best shirt in history. He's got that goat tank rocking. And the caption says, "Why is that all choppy?" All right, hold on a second. First time rocking the Swole gear. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Let's fucking go. Make those gains.
Yow.
Now, the thing is, if you are wearing some Swolenormous apparel over at papaswolio.com. You better be putting in the fucking work. So people look over at you and you're like, what the hell is that guy doing? He's a fucking animal. He won't stop pushing himself. What the fuck? Or herself. You know, I don't know what you got between your legs, but it's all good.
Boys have a penis. Girls have vagina.
Better put on a show. Put on a fucking display. Put on a damn clinic in that gym. Good for you, Nick. Love the gear. And thanks for repping the fam. And I'm sure that Tank will bring you many sick fucking gains. And our last Swole fam post from very own T-Bone from Terry. Aloha Swole fam. What's Papa's and the fam's take? Oh, you asked this yesterday or the day before. Take on intensity versus volume. I've seen a couple of trusted professionals talk too much about too much volume can kill your gains if you're looking for strength. If you do over 15 sets per muscle group per week, generally you're sacrificing strength for endurance. If you are going for hypertrophy, you want to focus more on, we did this yesterday, so I really don't want to go into the whole thing. I'll finish the question, but you can listen to yesterday's episode for the answer. If you're going for hypertrophy, you want to focus more on good form and intensity. Second, I don't want to waste my time killing any strength gains to complete a set at a lower weight with bad form. I know an optimal point might look different for desired results that vary, but I want strength first, then more endurance. I think that's why running sucks your strength. Your body will tend towards endurance over strength when put through long rep sets or too many sets. Any thoughts would be appreciated. Yeah, I mean, your body will adapt to the stress you put on it. If you're doing higher repetitions and shorter rest, you're going to get more muscular endurance, but it's definitely going to compromise your ability or the adaptation for maximum hypertrophy, which is muscle size. So yesterday's episode, I believe, Terry asked this question live and I went into depth. So go and listen to yesterday's episode. I'm not going to rehash the whole thing because it was a really in-depth answer yesterday. So 2295, I believe. And yeah, you know, it depends on, well, listen to yesterday's episode, but it all depends on the frequency, your goals, and everything in between. And I will say this one part again, make sure that you are executing a program that you could be consistent with and realistic. If you're only like, hey, I can only train 3 days a week, you're going to have to understand that you're not going to get optimal results only training 3 days a week. You know, do you want to if you want to build a ton of muscle, you need to be training more frequently. If you're a beginner, of course, that might be a good place to start, but you need to make sure that you have the time to give to a program. In other words, some people want X and Y and Z results, and they think that just by lifting, they're going to get those results. Well, it really depends. It really depends on everything else that you're doing outside the gym and the application, how much time you actually have available to invest. You can't put in average effort and get amazing results. So I'll leave that there. Hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's Swole card. Fuck yeah! Let's get into some questions. And of course, we have not Ask Papa Swole. We have overtime going down at the end of today's episode. Also, not only overtime, we have next Tuesday. It's only a few days away. On the 23rd, on Tuesday, P3S4 drops. Papa Swolio's signature series, number 4. P3S4 drops on the 23rd for 24 hours. So it'll be available from midnight to midnight on the 23rd for purchase. And of course, more information on what the link is to access to be provided. Very exciting. And of course, the following Monday on the 29th, at the same time as our accountability meeting, Monday the 29th, not this coming Monday, but the Monday after, we will have our Back to Swole release party. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be Liddy McTitterson. Mark your calendars. Be there. That way you know exactly what's going down. You get the first dibs. It's going to be absolutely legit. And let's jump into some questions. All right, Tobias, Papa Swolio, today I damaged the upper part of my forearm just below the elbow. The upper part swollen so much I can't see the veins. Got ice on it at the moment. Going to do a leg day tomorrow. Any other advice? How'd you hurt it? Any other advice? Ice it, rest it, and rehab it. You're going to need to wait till the swelling and the inflammation goes down. But I would be icing it and kind of moving it as much as you can while you're icing it. You might want to dunk it into a bucket of ice water. It's what we used to do to ice our arms and stuff after baseball. Make sure you check that out. So icing's good, especially when it's an acute injury, but how'd you hurt it? That's more important for me. All right. Grizzly Magnum, Papa Swolio, Would you do your hair like Dog the Bounty Hunter? No. Let me hit that button for you.
Matt Damon.
No. Will. It's a simple no. Ask Papa Swolio, at work lately, they keep switching my schedule from 2 to 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. What would you recommend to keep my training consistent with my schedule moving constantly? That fucking sucks. Like that blows. Working at nights and sacrificing your sleep and jacking up your circadian rhythm is brutal for your longevity, for your overall wellness, recovery. I would just recommend prioritizing your training first. So it's going to be hard to train before work if you're working at 4 a.m. or train right after work and then go to sleep. But what would I recommend? I mean, you have to create habits. You have to create consistency in the chaos. So that's why the 7 pillars are important. You're going to have to figure out what works best for you. But if it's like, when is your schedule switching? Is it day to day? Do you not know when it's switching, or can you plan ahead? It's brutal. Brutal. All right, let's see. All right, let's get into another question. You can follow up if you ask a live question. We can follow up if you have like a second part, or I pose a follow-up response. I like to do that for live, because if you're watching live, you can actually give them more context there too. William Flowers 731. How do I get rid of my appetite for unhealthy stuff? Well, follow the 7 pillars, download over at swolenormousx.com. If you are eating garbage food and you're constantly subjecting yourself to shit, you're going to keep on craving shit. It's like an alcoholic that keeps on drinking. You're going to keep on drinking. You're keeping those addictions around. And once you start treating them like addictions, you start actually making proper choices. So you can't keep that shit around. Wherever you're getting the unhealthy stuff, you need to remove yourself from those situations, period. If it's in your house, throw it all out. Not even joking. If your friends or people that you know are going to hang out at places where they're going to be drinking and eating shit, don't go. Suggest somewhere else, or eat first and then go and hang out, or meet them some other time. You have to prioritize your health. Number 5, 6, whatever we're on, make sure you're eating quality foods. If you're eating quality foods and getting nutrient-dense food and you're satisfying yourself with that, you're not going to have as many cravings if you're getting enough protein and fat in your nutrition. Also, if you're getting quality sleep, a lot of times if you are exhausted and chronically exhausted or over-caffeinated, you're going to have these energy crashes. You're going to have more sugar cravings. So dehydration is a big one. Lack of quality sleep is a big one. These are all different components. Could be electrolyte imbalance as well. But usually it's just overall lifestyle habits and exposure and poor management of your environment that perpetuates these addictions and these terrible habits. Check out the book Atomic Habits by James Clear also. That's a good way to reform better habits. But it's amazing how people think they're going to change their nutrition and they're going to change their lives and eat better, but still keep it in their house or hang around people that are eating it or go places where people are eating it. You're not going to. You're going to fail. You're going to fail. You're going to fail miserably. You're going to crash and burn super hard. You're not going to be able to withstand that. So if you think you're going to be able to quit doing all this stuff and eating late, and you're going to go out with your friends that are drinking and eating pizza and shit and just hang out and sit there and smile, you're lying to yourself. Literally, when I mean keep it out of your house, like throw it out. Trash. It's garbage. It literally is garbage. It's industrial waste. It's garbage. It's not real food. It's just fucking manufactured trash that's just leveraging government subsidies in order to maximize profit. They're literally just forming sludge in different shapes and consistencies in order to charge you an arm and a leg and get you hooked on them. Nick, why the hell would people want to ruin frozen grapes by dipping them on Jell-O mix before freezing? I don't know. I don't eat grapes, so there's that too. Jell-O's gross. Florentina, Papa Swolio, is it okay to make the cakes with coconut flour, green banana flour, almond flour, oat flour, sweeten them with xylitol or erythritol? I would never do that. I would avoid all that stuff. Almond, oat, that's a big hell no for me. And the artificial sweeteners I'm not a fan of personally. So when you ask me, is it okay? Is it okay for what? Is it better than high fructose corn syrup? I guess you can make that argument, but you're still eating, you're still consuming gluten and other, potentially inflammatory foods. But you can test it. I just avoid artificial sweeteners and flours for the most part. They don't make me feel good. So asking me, when you ask me if something's okay, I'm not sitting here being like, going like, you can't have that. I'm just trying to give you my opinions. And, if you're asking me, you're kind of looking for an answer like, oh, can I have this? It's like, you kind of know that it's not really something that should be consumed. But you might find that coconut flour might feel a little bit better. I would avoid anything with like the oats and the almonds personally. Nuts and seeds are really something to avoid, in my opinion. Back in March, they switched it to the 4 a.m. and then in June, they moved me back to nights. And I just found out that next week I'll be moving back to mornings. Maybe you need a new job that's consistent. Have you thought about that? Is it some position that you could find a different location or different option that's more consistent? Because, this is going to be negatively affecting your health, of course. And there are things that are more important than a paycheck. And there are a lot of job openings too. So it might be something where you might want to switch positions. Or have you talked to anyone about keeping your schedule consistent? I don't know what kind of position you have. Just a thought. I'm not saying it's an option. Yeah, it's a great book. Brenda, I read Atomic Habits based on Papa Swolio's recommendation. It's a game changer. It's a great way to conceptualize it. That's why we always recommend the book. I'm always talking about setting good habits and, reabsorbing and destroying bad habits and breaking those down. Because it's really, if you're setting a new habit or trying to create good habits, you have to undo a bad habit and you have to unlearn and then relearn. It's just a great way that's broken down. Don't reinvent the wheel. Go read that book. It explains how to create better habits. It's excellent. Okay. Why should we avoid nuts and seeds? They're just the inedible portions of the plants. Fruits are fine. Fruits you'll find a lot more benefit from than eating the nuts and the seeds. You're better off eating grass-fed beef and animal foods. The nuts and the seeds are the parts of the plants that actually they don't want you to consume because they grow new plant babies. So a lot of times they have a lot of defense chemicals and things that can cause irritations or disruptions or inflammation in the gut. So a lot of people are sucking down tons of almonds and walnuts and flax seeds and chia seeds and all these fucking things that are just pretty devoid of quality nutrition. Plus they taste like shit. And this is my opinion, of course. They taste like shit. Have a plain fucking almond. Have a raw almond. Disgusting. It's fucking gross. Just a raw walnut. Tastes like chalk. It's gross. I love walnut. Do you really? Do you? Do you really like? It's like crunchy rubber. I don't like them. But again, elimination diet, test them. But using logic and common sense goes a long way. Yep, we'll have a roundtable next week like we always do every 2 weeks. Okay. They have told me that the schedule will be final. I work in the news industry, so I basically never have a day off. The news industry. Ah. So you work for the Democrats then, don't you? News. You mean the propaganda arm? I get you. I hear you. What does that do? What do you do in the quote? What's the news industry? Just curious. Just trolling a little bit. It's also true, but just trolling. All right. Papa Swole is on fire. I'm on fire today. I'm on fire.
He's on fire!
I'm coming off some sick pump. Everyone's trying to suck down nuts and flour. Come on, fam. Get your shit together. Tyler, Papa Swole, can swinging heavy weights prevent any injuries? If I want a little cheat to pull the weight, will it also hit the muscles differently? It depends on what you mean. I mean, it depends on the application. A little momentum or a little a little cheating when it comes to like the final couple reps of curls and stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. You have to control it. There's swinging and not actually lifting the weight, and there's controlled, forced repetitions. That is totally fine. Raw almond is like chewing. Raw almonds are like chewing sand. I would rather chew sand than eat almonds. Cerny got some element yesterday. Just wondering, are you supposed to only have one pack a day, or does it depend on what you need? It depends on what you need. Just start with one and see how you feel. It's a great thing to do it first thing in the morning. I mean, when it comes to electrolytes, like when it comes to Relight or Element, I'm doing several a day. I'm outside sweating my ass off, and I just adjust. If it starts tasting too salty, I back off. But if I'm outside and I'm training hard and I'm sweating like bullets, I suck that stuff down like it's water. Hey-o. I got some in here right now. Did a lot of club and mace work earlier. I might do some more. Stuff after the show. Feels good. Josh, I've got some nice walnuts. I'm sure you do. All right, we'll take a couple more questions, and then we're going to go into some... Ooh, nice. All right. Fam-wise. Here we go. Let's take a call. We got this one from Zamir. Zamir, lay it on us, big guy.
What's up, Papa?
What's up, Ish?
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm 21 years old. I have a question regarding myself. I'm having difficulty gaining weight. I need some suggestions. I know it's all about diet. Eat, 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 eat. And I'm not eating as much as I should be. But yeah, I just need to know what recommendations you have. And yeah, I'm going to the fucking gym right now. Take care, Papa.
All right, Zamir, you just got me amped. You just got me fucking lit, and you're going to the fucking gym. I forgot what you even were asking because I just got so excited at the end. So you have trouble gaining weight. Eat, eat, eat. Pretty much, bro. Pretty much. I would recommend that you need to start tracking what you're eating. In other words, you might think, oftentimes people think they're eating more than they really are. So you think because you're full, oh, I'm eating a lot because I'm full. I ate a couple times. In your head, you think you're eating a lot. But then if you actually marked it down and saw how much protein or calories or whatever you're consuming in a day, you realize, holy shit, how many of you have done this? I've said this how many times? Like hundreds of times on these episodes. Once you start actually... Some of you need to get analytical. I'm not a fan of counting calories, but I'm also not at a point right now where I'm trying to bulk. I'm not trying to get like a lot bigger. I'm trying to just develop and build strength. And I might, up my calories and push a little food down, but I'm not weighing and micromanaging and like, okay, I'm trying to hit a certain calorie because I've done my bulking. Like at my height and I'm not going to be getting too much bigger. I don't want to. It comes to a point where it's not that great to get bigger. You don't have to count calories if you're trying to lose weight. Most people just need to focus on the 7 pillars and food density and quality food and better sleep, and you'll start leaning out real quickly. I lean out right away. Whenever I'm getting better sleep, I just metabolize fat better. You're retaining muscle and repairing muscle better, and you're going to metabolize more fat, drop more water. But people oftentimes think that they're eating more than they are. And then you start tracking, you write it down, you realize, holy shit, I'm getting 1,800 a day. Yeah, you got to force it. When you're trying to bulk, you're eating when you're full. It's not pleasant. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable to stuff like another half a sweet potato in your mouth when you're like already full and you feel like gagging. I used to take bites and eat bites of sweet potato and then hold my mouth shut because I was about to vomit. It's disgusting. That's why a lot of people that want to bulk up eat 5 or 6 meals a day because it's hard to eat a lot of food at one time. If you eat 1,500 calories at one time, you're not going to be eating in 2 hours. You're going to feel disgusting for hours and hours. So people that are trying to bulk also are trying to lift. And how do you lift if you're eating all the time? You need to make your meals smaller so you digest more efficiently, so you're not overloading, so you don't be sluggish. If you have big meals, you're going to feel really sluggish. It's hard to train and go to work or do stuff and eat big. So you have to break it up. A lot of you that are trying to bulk, you're not eating as much as you think. So Zamir, my recommendation is to start tracking what you're actually consuming. That way, you know objectively how much more you have to eat. And again, I don't really recommend people count and measure often, but you are a prime case because you say, let's eat, 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 eat. You need to know what you're doing. If you're just going by how you feel, you're not going to make progress. You need to objectively be eating more than you require in order to gain weight and to gain size. And it's brutal. It's brutal. It's brutal. It's brutal. And you are going to be shocked when you eat a lot of food and you feel stuffed to the brim and you realize that you're not even hitting your maintenance, or you need to still eat 500 or 1,000 calories more. You're like, holy shit. Yeah. Indeed. Pedro, agreed. I'm doing maintenance and trying to eat 2,500 calories. It is really freaking hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Nutrient dense food. It's hard to eat a lot of it. Jason, sorry if this is a dumb question, but I got rid of energy drinks and C4 pre-workout drinks. Is there a healthy alternative? Drink yourself some black coffee. A healthy alternative. Are you getting rid of caffeine altogether? Because you could just do some coffee or some espresso or something like that. If you want the actual ingredients, if you want like citrulline malate or beta alanine, just buy the raw ingredients, get a micro scale, and then just weigh it. Better than getting all the artificial sweeteners and the other stimulants and stuff like that. Caffeine is more than enough. All right, let's see. Scott, Papa Swolio, we all know you're a badass at grinding and getting shit done, going to the fucking gym. But what do you do? / your favorite thing to take a break and relax? It's interesting answering these questions when people say like, hey, what do you do? What's your hobbies and stuff like that? I mean, I love to train. So I am like, as much as I'm training intensely, like today outside this morning, and I had the 45-pound steel club and I'm doing swings and all sorts of shit. And I am relaxing. Like I'm training hard, but I'm also relaxing. Like that's release and that's fun. Like I enjoy it. Playing with the dogs. We got the butterfly garden, just being outside, reading, hanging out, having a cigar, chilling, going in the sauna, plunge. Like I just like doing things that challenge me and also chilling. I'm a very active. I don't say I'm an active lazy person, but I'm very. It's like sprints. It's sprints. I'm not always going. So I do even with the business, from the business standpoint, whether it's advertising and things like that, it's like I'm like a snake in the grass. Like I'm very good at being consistent and maintaining and, waiting for that right moment. And then when the moment is right, I strike. And then I go really hard for a short period of time. And then I pull back and then I'm, biding my time, maintaining, being consistent, treading water. Because a lot of times when it comes to a business, because my mind's always working. And even when I'm not working, I'm working. When you own your own business, you're always working. So it's 24 hours a day. I always have ideas. So whether I'm outside relaxing, I have my laptop or I have my phone and I'm checking on something, or I'm checking ads, or I'm checking, responding to something, or checking out new designs for apparel, or filming some content, or writing or creating some content, or planning for filming, stuff like that. So, it's again, I always come back to this, and it's not like, when you say like a badass at grinding and getting shit done, that's also learned. That's discipline. So one of the best things that I do every day is this podcast, because the podcast is called The Daily Swole. It is every day. So it keeps me centered and it keeps me executing every day. So things that I have to do day to day revolve around this. I'm getting this done, and everything kind of like comes off and sprouts off of the podcast, because then I have a lot of daily tasks that I get done. So yeah, I mean, go to the beach, get outside, get some sun. Again, when you create a business and you do things based on what you love, it's not like the podcast, Swolenormous, the apparel. This is it's based off what I like to do. And I structure it around how I like to do things and how I like to do it and how I want to do it. And if I want to pivot and go a different direction, then I pivot and go a different direction. So the term work, I work hard, but at the same time, it's not like I'm not shoveling sewage. Like I'm doing things based off what I enjoy. My business is based off what I like doing. So I don't need a vacation per se. Doesn't mean I don't like doing things or going places, but I don't need a vacation because what I do is what I enjoy. And that's why I hope for more people. Like that's the ideal thing. That's the ideal thing. So do I need to take a break and relax? I don't know. I worked outside in the sun. I had the puppies out there. We got the butterfly garden. I was listening to fucking music, swinging a heavy fucking club. And then I ate some food and I'm in here doing a man cast. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's a fucking great day. It's a beautiful day. But yeah, I mean, I love to read. I love science fiction. Love science fiction. Just started a new series. I'm still mourning the last series. Just fucking great books. I love science fiction. Love it. Love it. All right. All right. Let's see. Christy Davidson, Papa Swole, I have a set sleep schedule. I go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Sometimes I just want to sleep some more. Is it best to just stay on the schedule, or is it okay to sleep more? I fear that if I sleep more, then I won't be able to go to sleep at the right time that night and will mess everything up. I mean, you go to sleep when the sun goes down? Like, what's your schedule? Sometimes I just want to sleep. You can take a nap. Maybe you would like to take a 20-minute nap or a 10-minute nap in the middle of the day. Have you tried that? Lay down, put your feet up, and just do like a 10 or 20-minute nap so you don't actually go into like that deep sleep cycle. You might just like a little nap in the middle of the day. Do you wake up with an alarm? Like, I'm just curious. Sometimes I just want to sleep some more. I mean, you can sleep too much. But how much sleep are you actually getting? Are you sure you're getting enough sleep? Just because you're on a good schedule doesn't mean you're getting sufficient sleep. Also, just throwing out some ideas here. I'm not giving you a direct answer because I don't know everything about, what you're doing, but it could be maybe you need some more magnesium. Maybe the depth of your sleep or the quality of your sleep could be improved. Maybe you need some more like magnesium or electrolytes in your diet. Maybe the depth of your sleep or the quality of your sleep. Cold room, dark room. Maybe there's a different protocol that you can add to improve the quality of the sleep that you're getting, because you could be in bed for 7, 8, or 9 hours, but if you're tossing and turning or you're not getting quality sleep, then the time is kind of irrelevant. Just some thoughts. You can respond. Everyone's talking about these flavored electrolytes. Just get the unflavored. Stop being a biche. Just drink the unflavored. Pedro, what's your favorite series? Well, it was Dune, but it kind of ends so shitty because he died before he finished it. But Hyperion's epic. If you like science fiction, you haven't read Hyperion, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's fucking awesome. So right now, where it stands is Hyperion. It's a 4-book series. Blow your nips off if you like science fiction. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I think we're done, but let's take one more question. Will, Papa Swolio, I was also going to ask you, what would you recommend for people who are skinny fat lifting weights? I don't have that much muscle. Well, there you go. I don't have much muscle on me, and I have a bit of a gut. I'm currently 188 pounds at 5'11". Lift weights. Lift heavy fucking weights. Get yourself some quality food, all right? Eat your protein, get your fats, get quality sleep, lift some heavy fucking weights. Skinny fat is just fat. You just don't have a lot of muscle. Like, it's important to have muscle mass. It's important to have muscle mass. It really is. So you just said you don't have that much muscle on me, so that means you got to put more on. And you won't be skinny fat. You'll build muscle and you'll metabolize more fat over time. All right. Fam. Let's fucking go balls deep.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Good shit. That's deep. I knew Papa would shame us for our flavored element. Oh, what is it flavored with? Why is it flavored? Why you need flavors? Just drink the fucking unflavored. Unflavored all day. Unflavored all day. Scott, would you have considered a collab with people say Houston Jones? I don't even know. I don't know what the heck you just said. I've never heard of. Is that a dude? Houston Jones. Never heard of him. I don't know. I don't know who that is. So I have never considered it. Collab in what terms? No real interest. I mean, it depends on the situation or the approach or the purpose. Let's get a little golf clap for Tainty Man. A YouTuber. Well, that's I mean, I got a YouTube channel. I'm not a YouTuber though. Hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll give that away at the end of today's episode. What kind of a YouTuber? I don't know. I do like it when people think I just like know who everyone is. I don't watch a lot of YouTube content. My God, Jesus Christ, do I avoid watching YouTube content? I avoid watching most content. It's just not valuable. So I read science fiction. I like to read science fiction. I really like to read science fiction, but I like to learn with audio. So when it comes to, I love learning. I listen to a lot of macro podcasts and economics and finance and Bitcoin podcasts. I've listened to thousands of hours of, just tons and tons of podcasts or audiobooks. But when it comes to reading, like looking at the words, I like science fiction. He's a bodybuilder and does some jackass stuff. Oh, that's probably why I don't know. Here, let me hurt myself. This is gonna be fun. I don't like to hurt myself for views. No thanks. Have I read any Isaac Asimov? The classics, a little bit. I'm going to get into I like to do series by series. And, when it comes to science fiction, any of you that reads that stuff, when you get into the series, each book is like 1,000 fucking pages. And here's the thing. During the day when it's sunny out, I'm outside. I'm not reading. I'm listening to stuff. I'm training. I'm doing things, podcasts and stuff like that. So really, the most time that I actually read is right before bed. So I get in bed. I just sauna'd. I'm tired. I'm out. I read like 4 pages and I'm fucking out. So it takes me so long to read some of these books. I read a couple pages and I'm like, oh. Sometimes I'll go through a period where I'll read during the day or, so it's funny. I'll read a couple pages and I'm out, especially when I'm starting a new one and the language is different and you don't have the right flow and you don't know any of the characters and you're kind of like just getting into it. Like, what am I doing? What am I reading now? Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter? Oh, I read like the first page or two of Harry Potter. I'm like, nope, fuck this. Not even interested in reading the Harry Potter series. Pedro, Hyperion. Jarella, have you read Hyperion? Has your husband read Hyperion? I think Hyperion shits on Dune. If you talk about the series, like the first book, the second Dune book is like, it's like a very in-between book. And of course, the last 2 were written by his son, and they were like, they weren't really. But how do you follow a genius, right? How do you follow up after like a literal genius wrote like 5 fucking books? Like, it's really hard to. I'm glad the story was completed, but it was nothing like, obviously. It's like following up. Shakespeare didn't finish the last half of his play and like trying to follow up with that. Yeah, Dan Simmons, 4-book series. Oh, Pedro, you're gonna forget Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. You're gonna forget that existed. No, it's really fun. It's fun. Everyone's got their own opinions, but I would look into that. I forget what book I just started. I forget. I just started. It's a 2-book series. Yeah, Dan Simmons. It's a fucking great series. It's so good. It's so good. So good. All right, let's get into some balls deep. Fam, we are deep already. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Come on, let's do it. We got to go into OT, so we'll see how much time we got for these videos. I think I have the Hyperion. I think I have that in, if you go to the Amazon store, the Papa Solio's Book Club, the link on the homepage, I think I have that in there. I'll try to add all the other ones. I don't really like adding them until I'm done. And we've talked about it. I wanted to do like a book club where like I read and we all read the same book and we meet. I'm just not going to keep up with it. It's going to take forever. It'll take forever, but I would recommend that. So I like just adding it there and you guys can read at your leisure. You leisure. Yeah. Hyperion's gangster. It's fucking gangster. It's the kind of book at the end. I was like, oh my God, how do I follow that up? All right, let's get into the 2nd Gen Master, number 3. I'll take it. All right. Number three. This is called What Helped Body Acceptance. What helped my body acceptance journey the most? By kicking it to the fucking curb. That would help it by not going on your journey. Like, stop the journey. Stop. So
I'm asked often what has helped me along in my body acceptance journey the most. And I wanted to share some of those with you. There are 2 things I think that really help me. And that is knowing the science behind it, knowing that most bodies have a weight they want to be at. And every time you diet, you move your body's default weight up. And then most people...
That's like the farthest thing from true. What the fuck did you just say? Wait, what'd you say? What the fuck is that?
Most bodies have a weight they want to be at. And every time you diet, you move your body's default weight up. And then most people...
No.
There's so much with genetics and hormones, and so much of your body is not your fault. And understanding the science of that really helped.
Are your teeth yellow? Do you have jaundice? And then there's genetics and like hormones. Like, yeah, terrible lifestyle habits fuck up your hormones. Your endocrine system is really delicate. People think it's just this, I don't know, your body just doesn't react to its surroundings. Your body and your endocrine system is so fucking delicate. That's why shampoos, conditioners, plastics, household cleaners, like perfumes, deodorants, all these things fuck your body up so much more than you can imagine.
So, for me, knowing that loving myself in the body I'm in is an act of defiance.
Loving your body that you're in is an act of defiance against gravity, I suppose. It's not an act of defiance. You're just in. I love how you're changing denial into an act of defiance. You see how that victimhood takes place? That mindset? And it's defiance as her like third chin just jiggles there. Who are you defying? You're defying, I don't know, the Reaper. Just sitting outside the door with like the Sith just waiting outside in your driveway.
A radical act of defiance, and that really helps me to do it as well. Like, I can stick it to the man by loving myself. I'm there for that. So we all have different things. I found healing in novels, clearly with fat girls in fiction. It's everywhere. So hopefully that's...
Oh, I love how the video just stops. Thank God. Sticking it to the man. Loving your body ain't sticking it to the man. Yep, you stuck it to the man. You're sticking it to the man. You need a man to stick you, that's for damn sure. Inject some common sense. Okay. Jesus Christ. The defiance. So defiant. Defiance. strong. A strong person. I love my body. I love my body, so it's good. Loving your body doesn't make your pancreas function properly. How does loving your body improve your insulin sensitivity? It don't. It does not. It does not.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Ah. Nancy, we should have done a drinking game for how many times Papa said Hyperion today. Hyperion. Pick a number, 1 or 2. 1 or 2, Hyperion.
What's in the box?
The man. It's the man keeping you down. It's the man. The man. I think it's the Twinkies. You're confusing the man for the Twinkies. Well. Oh, we got some taint right there. Oh, there's a nice taint. Good job, Tainty Man. There you go. You got some taint. There should be a big old pair of balls right there, but instead we got an extra long super taint. Very nice. Hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's Swole card. Thank you. Today's taint is brought to you by the Tainty Man himself, Rufus Tainty Boy Reeves. And he's the Sleepies. All right, let's go with Scott Asher, number Schwam.
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth. $1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 billion.
I always say it every time. That soundboard gets longer every time I hit it. He's like adding in a stutter. Like it's. The file hasn't updated. It just keeps on getting longer and longer and longer. All right, number 1. This is called emotional eating. What we got?
What's in the box?
What we got? Let's see what we got here.
Let's talk about emotional eating.
Okay.
If you are someone who struggles with emotional eating, I have a question for you. What foods are you excited to eat? For me, it's these nachos. They're from a specific bar in Philly, and every time I visit Philly, I want to eat them literally every day because no other nachos could compare.
We noticed.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that one of the main reasons I'm excited to take trips to Philly is these nachos.
Tell me you're pathetic without telling me you're pathetic. I just love going to the city for these fucking chips. Damn. When your whole life and all your excitement in your life revolves around what you put in your mouth, that's pretty pathetic. That's sad.
Most of the time, we think of emotional eating as an inherently negative thing. We think of eating when you're sad. It's like that.
That's kind of what emotional eating is. It's a coping mechanism. Why are you smiling like that?
Stereotype of the pint of Ben & Jerry's after the breakup. But there are also a lot of really positive emotional ties to food. Like, not only do I love these nachos because they're incredible, they also remind me of really beautiful times I spent with my friends in college at the bar that serves them. So many of the diet books and diet apps I've used in my life made me feel really bad about eating something I was excited to eat. And especially if you're fat or insecure about your body, it can be really hard to let yourself enjoy food because you feel like you're just confirming all the negative stereotypes of yourself.
It's because you're unhealthy and you're already fucking fat, and you know that you're just making yourself fatter, and you know that that's the cause and the reason why you're miserable and fat. So you just play fucking the fun denial game and keep on eating the shit because it feels good in the moment, and then you're going to cry yourself to sleep later. Jesus Christ, when you live in your own world of bullshit, it's so much easier to just go to the fucking gym and change your lifestyle habits and unplug all your self-worth from what you put in your mouth. It's so much easier to do that than just to mind fuck yourself into thinking you're a virtuous and like strong individual for eating a plate of processed food.
What's really helped me to reframe this is intuitive eating. And
again, reframe. You know, the Nazis did some reframing too. They thought they were doing good by society, right? They thought they were getting rid of the problem, aka exterminating the Jews. Reframing ain't always a good thing. So Lying to yourself, denial, just makes it okay. As long as I believe it, it must be true. It must be true. Stick it to the man.
One specific app called Way. Way takes you through lessons that help you improve your relationship with your body, food, and mindfulness in general. It's a true intuitive eating app. Not like the ones that claim that they are, but then ask you to enter your weight first thing.
Look at her fucking eyes, bro. What a pause.
I'm looking at you, Noom. I've been trying to eat intuitively for years, but having this app to walk me through every little step of the process has been invaluable. So find Way in the App Store and let me know in the comments, what foods do you love to eat?
Oh. If you need an app to eat the foods that you want to eat, you're stupider than I thought. An intuitive eating app. I feel like eating nachos. Eat nachos. Oh my God. Thanks, app. Intuitive eating is a scam. It's a lie. It's a lie. You have to be so on point with your nutrition. You have to be cutting out all this bullshit to even understand the signals that your body is giving you. I'm able to eat intuitively. I kind of feel and I notice the nuances. When you're constantly mouth fucking yourself with garbage and your endocrine system is fucking shot, you're not taking care of your health on any fucking fundamental level. You're not intuitive. You're just bouncing from addiction and craving to craving. You're getting all your self-worth and all your entertainment from your taste buds. That instant gratification. Jesus Christ. This chick is literally like jizzing on herself talking about eating food. What actually... She'd be on her deathbed. I love Philadelphia. They have the best nachos. Flatline. Boop. I'm sure she knows nothing about actual mouth fucking. Okay, that was fun.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
All right, it's Fef after all. Cut out bullshit like that. Okay, last one. This one, holy shit. Can we play this on the public cast? Should we save this one? Yikes. I don't know. This is hot. We might have to save this one. Let's play it quick. All right. Well, let's play it. Let's play it. Should we play it? Should we do it? Let's do it. And then we're going into OT. This is called... All right, here we go. This is called...
What's in the box?
This is called Gender Care Physician. Okay.
There's Tiny Tuck, Typical Tuck, Total Tuck, and the Tyrannical Tuck.
Wow. The Gender Care Physician. Why? Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't it be?
So what does gender-affirming care for these transgender youth actually look like?
Okay. Hold on. Is that played at 2x? What in the actual fuck?
Stand! Stand!
No. I'm done. Is that actually at like 1.5x? I'm not playing at high speed. That might be played at... I hope that's sped up.
So what does gender-affirming care for these transgender youth actually look like?
Yeah, it is.
As I mentioned before, it's really highly individualized for the person. But generally, you can expect a transgender kid to socially transition first. So what does this mean? It means that they might choose to be called by a different name or go by different pronouns. Example would be using he, him instead of she, hers. And then also they might choose to change the way they dress or cut or grow out their hair or style it differently. When a child hits puberty, puberty blockers can be started. This type of
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn!
Wow. Puberty blockers, aka child abuse. Gender affirming care, aka child abuse. That's some facts that y'all don't want to hear. It's child abuse. Dum-dum.
Medication is completely reversible and has a lot of different benefits.
What? Well, that sounds like a huge fucking lie. Red fucking flag.
I'm a fair guy, but this
Hold on a second.
heat is making me absolutely
Did
crazy.
you say that puberty blockers are reversible? Because hell the fuck no, they're not. Oh, that's a straight evil. Hold on a second.
When a child hits puberty, puberty blockers can be started. This type of medication is completely reversible.
What in the actual... Now the gloves are coming off. Fuck you, you absolute criminal. You absolute criminal. You fucking lying piece of human garbage. You are a piece of shit, you and all your chins. I don't know what you claim to be, but you're a fucking idiot.
It has a lot of different benefits for the transgender patient and their family. First of all, it stops a child from going through a puberty that may be distressing for them. For example, a child who is assigned female at birth but identifies as male might be distressed to learn that they start to develop breasts. So basically what puberty blockers do is they simply halt puberty. They're not going to have any masculizing effects or feminizing effects. Secondly, puberty blockers give families and children more time to decide the appropriate treatment for them. It gives time for children to not have to make this decision at, 10 years old and allows them to maybe make the decisions more at 14, 15 years old. It allows time for the family to learn about all the different treatment options and create a plan over many years that might work out better for them. And lastly, puberty blockers can help the trans patient going forward. It can help reduce unnecessary medical interventions. For example, if a child, again, who might be assigned female at birth, goes through an undesired puberty and, let's say, develops breasts, then down the road they might need surgical intervention if they wish to have top surgery, reconstructive surgery, to rid themselves of the breast, get a flat chest. So by preventing an incorrect puberty from occurring, you are stopping any development of things that you might want to reverse later as a transgender patient.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. Boys have a penis, girls have vagina. Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
Sorry, the button's
Boys
broken.
have a penis,
Sorry.
girls have vagina.
Stop.
Boys have a penis, girls
Stop
have
with the
vagina.
facts. Stop.
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
All right, stop. Stop. Enough. Well, there's that. I'll stop it there before I say something I won't regret. Anything that you can imagine me saying right now, I am saying. Everything and anything. This is me saying everything in one saying. I'm saying everything.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
All right. Wow, fam.
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
We good? We got that?
You fucking people.
All right. Fam, I think you already know. It's about time for OT. So we got to nut this beach. Fam, right now, you could head on over into the Daily Swole Telegram chat or Swole TV. We're going into overtime. Let's give away this delicious fucking card. Let's just give this. Let's give the Swole card away. That's hashtag Fev. I can't. Hashtag Fev. Hashtag Fev. Hashtag Fev. Hashtag Fev. We got a winner. It is Delaram. Congratulations. On fire. I feel like you won a card recently too. Fantastic. All right. Well, Fefter Day? We'll call it Fefter Day. Yesterday is Fefter Day. Every day is Fef Day. Congratulations, D. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2296 in the subject. your mailing address in the body of the email. Fucking fantabulous. And we got overtime coming up right now, so use this opportunity to head on into the Daily Swole Telegram chat, and we'll continue this party right fucking now. Bonus segments are usually around 20 minutes long or so. We got a couple throwback videos, some brand new edits. Let's fucking go partay on a Friday, bitches. We'll take some soundboard requests right now, of course.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
You flavored genders. Fucking weirdos.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
All right, fam-wise. It's time to go into OT. Head on over into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. It's time to get your overtime on with Papa and the fam.
I better use my strong hand.
After you, bitch! Loud noises!
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Oh, baby.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
How dare you?
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I like to caress rusty spoon.
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
What happened to your queer party friends?
He's heating up!
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up, reach in and pull and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
All right, Peter in the motherfucking house.
Look at
Let's
her. She looks like she's
go.
19 years old, sitting there with her, like a little lady in a race car.
Fam, it's time for OT. Let's fucking get this goddamn party started. It's fucking time. It's fucking time. Fam-wise, it's time for the legendary, the motherfucking O-Tizzle. Head on over into, you know the place, the Daily Swole Telegram chat, Swole TV. We got the bonus segment going down right now. I will see you over there in 3, 2, Schwan. We'll take about 2 minutes, go get some water, refuel, take a deep breath. We'll get there, fam. We'll get there, fam. It's going to be intense. It's going to be intense, so be there or be a jabroni. You don't want to be a jabroni, do you? All right, head on over, the Daily Swole Telegram chat, Swole TV. Love to see it. I see you in there right now. I see Sarah, Dan, Cerny, Loretta. Everyone's in there. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy. Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh. Out.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Coming at me like that, like, whoa.